Hello and welcome back to the GB Fantasy Football channel. In this video, we're going to be looking at the team selection from the just past Game Week 32 deadline. We're going to be looking at who's starting in defence, attack, midfield, and who is slipping down to the bench with selection dilemmas everywhere and mass rotation expected, especially for Aston Villa and Arsenal. In defence, actually before we go to the defence, if you like the content, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below on your teams ahead of the Game Week 32 and 33 double game weeks. Let's start, shall we? Milenkovic. I've gone for Milenkovic over Gvardiol. This is surely to do with points. Gvardiol playing Palace, and with the triple Palace, little hint for what's to come, it's going to be cutting off some points. So I've gone for Milenkovic at home to Everton. I feel like Forest, the best defence in the league this season, consistently. I feel like there's a good chance for a clean sheet. We've then got Munoz of Crystal Palace, a nice tasty little double game week ahead. Can he keep clean sheets in both? It's unlikely. We're hoping on attacking returns. David Raya in goal. With mass rotation expected, I do believe he will be a constant in that back four or five if you want to classify the goalkeeper. I think he will play that fixture. And then finally, I've gone for Ezra Konsa. I do think he will play Southampton, but that is a gamble. It's a fixture that we're targeting. With the Champions League the following week, can I see him playing? And if he starts, will he make it to that 60-minute mark? I think so. I think there's a lot still riding on Aston Villa's season, and I do think Champions League football is within touching distance. I've opted for a midfield four this week. Sarr of Crystal Palace, Jacob Murphy of Newcastle, Mo Salah is still there. Can he be picking up some points this week? Hopefully. And I've gone for Phil Foden, of all people. On the bench, not even making it to 60 minutes. He's been a nightmare since bringing him on the wild card. But my other midfielder is Bukayo Saka, and I cannot see him play this week at home to Brentford. I just can't. They're not going to risk his injury with the Real Madrid fixture the following week, especially with the comfortable position that they could put themselves in via the first leg, the 3-0 victory. It's going to be a tricky game, and they're going to need him all that they can get out of him every minute on the pitch. So I've plumped for Foden at home to Crystal Palace. Now I know that's cutting me off some points at the back, especially with the Palace defender, but I feel like Foden will play this game. I feel like Saka will be on the bench. So that's my midfield five going into the week. A few doublers in there for good measure. Can they score me some much needed points? And finally, a front three. Isak, Mateta, Marmoush. If you wildcarded a few weeks back, this is template. This was the must-have front three, basically. With Man City's double coming up in a few game weeks, Newcastle a double game week now, and Palace with a double back-to-back. They're essential. My captain this week, Alexander Isak. Vice captaincy, Mateta. I think Isak is the one to go for this week. Penalties, 2 home fixtures. If you've still got the triple captaincy available and there's no other chips being played, I think it's a must. I think you must play it on him this week. He's going to score us the points. He's going to be a great asset to have. He's just an absolute must. And then finally, Eddie Howe, the assistant manager chip is still ongoing this week. And with Newcastle's double, I'm hoping for some big points. I'm hoping for at least 15 to 20. Fingers crossed, that is. Can he outscore not having a Newcastle defender in these 2 fixtures? I think so. And that concludes the team selection for the Game Week 32 for FPL. If you've liked the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. There'll be many more videos coming up in the near future. Check out the socials in the description down below, and I will be catching you with a new video very soon.